Okay, so we're not gonna do all of the problems together. I'm gonna do select ones. Something that's gonna come in really handy is I'm gonna show you how to use your calculator, but still show your work that helps speed up the process. Okay, so you are going to be using a calculator to help speed up your process. Are we still going to write our work down and show how each step goes? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to start, and I'm going to do number 4 first. Notice I'm multiplying decimals. When you look at your note sheet and go to multiplying decimals, what's the first step? Yes? Say again? No, I don't line them up when I multiply.
You do that when you add.
Go ahead.
You write them vertically with the numbers like left to right.
That's right. I'm going to line up my numbers, not my decimal. Okay, so when I'm multiplying decimals, I do not line up the decimal. I only do that when I add and subtract. Okay, so let's write these down, and we're going to just line up our digits. Okay, so this happened to work out that my decimals were lined up, but that's not always going to work out, and it doesn't matter if they're lined up because I count the jumps at the end. Okay, so put your multiplication sign and your bar, and now we're going to multiply. Okay, so I'm going to kind of go through this a little slowly in case you've forgotten the order that you multiply in. So I'm going to do 5 times 2 is 10. So 0 down, bring over the 1. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 more is 9. 2 times 2 is 4. So now I've done the entire first row. I need to get over to this 3. I'm ignoring these decimals till the very end. I'm just multiplying like normal. So I'm going to put a 0 to get over to my 3. And now I'm going to go 3 times 5 is 15. 5 down, 1 up. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 1 more is 13. I put my 1 up. I have 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 more is 7. Draw your line, do your plus sign. We'll add up my 2 rows. So I have a 0. 9 plus 5 is 14, carry my 1. 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 3 more is 8. And bring my 7 down because there was nothing to add to it. Now that I'm at the very end, I'm going to count my jumps. So I go back to my original problem and I start at the back. That's 1 jump on the first number and another jump on the second number. So I add my jumps together and there's 2 jumps. So I come down to my answer and there's 1, 2 jumps, so I can place my decimal right here. So my answer should be 78.4 on my answer sheet. Is that what is there?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to rewrite it, because do I need to have that 0 there?
No.
No, I don't need to have that 0 there. So 78.4. Okay, another one that somebody wanted me to do was number 6. So let's go over here to number 6 and rewrite our problem. 3.86 times 9.15. And remember, the decimals happen to line up, but that's not what I was doing. I was making sure my digits lined up. Okay? So this time, you'll notice on my second number, I have 3 that I'm multiplying by. So that tells me I'm going to have 3 rows of numbers here. Okay? So let's do 6 times 5 is 30. So 0 down, 3 up. 8 times 5 is 40, plus 3 more is 43. 3 times 5 is 15, plus 4 more is 19. So I have a 19 there. And then I'm going to add 1 0 to get over to my 1. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 8 is 8. 1 times 3 is 3. And I've done my second row. I want to get to my 9, so I'm going to have to place 2 zeros to get to that third number. Now I go 9 times 6 is 54, so 5 down with a 4 up. 9 times 8 is 72, plus 4 more is 76. And oh man, I didn't mean to write my 7 there. Just kidding, I gotta carry it. My 7's gonna come up here. because I'd have to go 9 times 3 is 27 and then add 7. So 9 times 3 is 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Okay. And now I have 3 rows. Remember I said I was multiplying, there's 3 digits, so I'd have to have 3 rows that I'm adding by. Okay, so now I'm going to do my addition. You do your addition while I'm adding. And now I'm going to go ahead and do my jumps. So I have 1, 2 jumps, and 2 jumps there. So that's 4 jumps total. So I'm going to come down and place it in my answer. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have 34.219. I got to look at my answer key. Did I get it right?
4.319.
What number is this? 6. Okay, so I've made an error, but it looks like it might be something simple to correct. So I've got to go and look and see what I did wrong. That's why you have the answer key. So let's see. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Did I carry something wrong?
3 plus 6 equals 9, not 4.
Say
Then add 1.
Did you
It must
multiply?
be something wrong.
I gotta come all the way back here. Okay, so I'm gonna pause, figure out my mistake, and come back so I don't spend all my time up.
I think that like happened.
Okay, so we found our error, and now we're ready to add again. Okay, so let's add these up. There we go. Now that looks right, doesn't it? I gotta put in my 4 jumps. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And on my answer key, does it say 35.319?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to rewrite this over here because it's very tiny there. So 35.319, and I'm going to box it. Okay. All right, so I encourage you as you're doing these, especially where you have to go out so many times, make sure you do your multiplication right and your carrying and all that, because it is horrible to have to go back and find your mistake. Okay, so we did number 9, or number 6. The next one somebody wanted to see done is number 7. So let's look at number 7.
That was easy.
Okay, notice this is a dividing of decimals. Okay, so the number I say first is what's going to go in the house. So the number that comes first will go in the house. So 14.8 is in the house, divided by 5. Something that I want you to notice that I'm doing is that I have to fit this long division into this box. So I don't want to be writing my problem in the middle of the box or towards the bottom. I want to get it towards the top so I have lots of space to show my work. Okay? So if you need to rewrite yours, go ahead. Okay, I don't have any decimal to move in my divisor, so I'm going to come over to my dividend, and what do I have to do to my decimal here? I heard somebody say bring it straight up, or bring it up. Okay? So now I'm ready to start dividing like normal. How many times will 5 go into 1? Well, it can't, so I'm going to put a 0 to hold my place. How many times will 5 go into 14? 2. 2 times 5 is? 10. So put your 10 down, do your subtraction.
Bring down your 8.
Then I'm going to bring down my 8. How many times will 5 go into 48?
9.
9 times. 9 times 5 is?
45.
45. Subtract that.
3.
You end up with 3 left over. Can I stop dividing?
You make a 0.
When can I know that I can stop dividing?
When it doesn't.
Go ahead.
When you don't have a remainder.
When I have a remainder. So I'm going to add a 0 and bring it down. How many times will 5 go into 30?
5 will go into 36
I'm
times.
going to have to extend the roof on my house this much. So 6 on top. 6 times 5 is 30. And I'm feeling really happy because now it's 0 and I can stop. Now I'm going to check my answer key. Number 7 is 2.96. So since I have enough space up here, I can box this or I can rewrite it off to the side as long as it's easy to read. Okay? All right, the next one we have listed is number 9. Number 9. Remember, the number I say first goes in the house. Okay? So draw your house. 147 will be in the house. 2.25 will be at the door. Okay? Okay, notice we have a decimal in our divisor. So what does that tell us we're going to have to do?
Move it.
We're going to have to move it to the door. Okay? So I'm going to go 1, 2 jumps to get my decimal to the door. If I had to move it 2 places to the door, what do I have to do to it in the house? I have no idea what you said. Move it to the... So I don't see a decimal there. I don't know what to do.
Add 1.
How am I going to add it?
0. Add 0.
Remember, if there's not a decimal there, I know it's at the end. Okay? So then I'm going to have to do 2 jumps here and add those zeros in. Now that I've moved it 2 places to the right, it's going to go straight up. Okay, bring it straight up. And I'm going to extend the roof on my house. I think I'm going to be needing it.
Oh, yeah.
Question? Okay. All right, so I'm going to say 225. It's not going to go into 1, so I'm going to put a 0 to hold my place. It's not going to go into 14, 0 to hold my place. 147, still too small, 0 to hold my place. But now I'm at 1,470. I'm dividing into 1,470. And I have to figure out how many times 225 will go in. Now's where my calculator is going to come in super handy. So have it in your hand. And remember, I always like to start at 5. So I'm going to say 225 times 5. Do that on your calculator. I'm not going to do it on my paper. I'm just going to write the answer now. Did you get 1,125? Record that down. Is that big enough? I don't know. Look at, I need it to be 1,470. So I'm going to try to do 225 times 6 to see if I can go 1 higher. So you go 225 times 6. 1,350. Is that going to work?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I don't think I can get any closer, can I? So I'm going to put 6 on top. Let's try 7. 225 times 7. And wow, I just went over. So I know that I'm going to go back to my 6. So 6 times 225 is 1,350. Okay, go ahead and subtract that. Now that you've subtracted, bring down your 0. And now how many times will 225 go into 1,200? Well, luckily I wrote this down over here, so how many times?
5.
5. So write your 5 on top and 1125 underneath. Okay, how much do you have left over? Do your math. 75. It hasn't come out even, so I'm going to add a 0 and bring it down. So 225 into 75. What should we try to multiply by? Maybe 3? What'd you get?
Yes.
225 times 3 is 675. Can we go up to 4?
No.
If I do 4, I go over at 900. So I'm going to leave it at 3. So let's put 3 on top and bring down our 675 and do our subtraction. What do you get? 75. If I bring down another 0, am I going to be in a repeating situation?
Yes.
Yeah. So that means my answer is 65.3. 65.3, and I need to put a bar above my 3 because the 3 is what's going to repeat, not the rest of it. Okay?